Welcome everybody to the Risorto Report, Isles Recap Edition. I guess I have to talk about it, right? Well, let's talk! I've seen some bad losses over the years. I've seen some really bad losses over the years. But I don't think I saw a loss like this before, where the entire team didn't even bother to show up today. Varlamov didn't show up, the offense didn't show up, the defense didn't show up, the penalty killing didn't show up, and no surprise, the power play didn't show up. But guess who did show up? The backup goaltender showed up, and the Edmonton Oilers showed up. I didn't think this could possibly happen, but the New York Islanders made Mikko Koskinen look like a reincarnation of Dominik Hasek. I mean, my God, the Islanders were terrible tonight. Careless penalties, not shooting enough, defensive mistakes, you name it. The Islanders were guilty of it. Let's start with the offense, all right? First period, the offense scores a shorthanded goal by Anthony Beauvillier. Bo-nose shorties! Then after that, it was all Edmonton, and mostly by one Oiler. Now I know what you're thinking. It was Connor McDavid, wasn't it? Well, I'm here to tell you, it wasn't! Alright then, fine. But it was Leon Draisaitl, right? Wrong! The first goal for the Oilers came off a snapshot by James Neal that got past Varlamov. Bad goal! The second came on a Brock Nelson double minor. Oh, come on! A double minor, which he high-sticked an Edmonton Oiler, causing him to bleed. He gets put in the box for 4 minutes. And then, Edmonton scores on a power play. Who else? James Neal. Period ends. It's 2-1 Edmonton. Well, great! Second period. James Neal scores a hat trick on that same power play. That's the hat trick right there. We allowed a hat trick. Just great! And to James Neal out of all Oilers. Zach Kassian scores a goal, making it 4-1 Edmonton. Varlamov gets pulled. Now I'm going to hold on 1 second, but I will tell you this. Varlamov looked miserable in this game. Semyon Varlamov, he looked shaken, he looked shaky, he looked uncomfortable, and he didn't look confident at all. Thomas Greiss comes in, not even having 5 minutes to warm himself up. Thomas Greiss, when he gets in that goal crease, is strong, solid, confident, and comfortable. It's as if he was playing the entire night. It's as if he started. He allowed one bad goal in the third period by, guess who? James Neal. Does the scoring ever end against the Islanders? For a 5-1 Edmonton lead. And then finally, in the final few minutes of the third period, the Islanders score off of Matt Martin. Matty Mart doing his part. Hallelujah! But I tell you, this team looked absolutely miserable tonight. Mind you, this was Josh Bailey's 800th game as a New York Islander, and only as a New York Islander. The team played like it never played before. It was Noah Dobson's first ever game in the NHL. Noah Dobson had a pretty good game. For an NHL debut, he was pretty good. Set up the Matt Martin goal. Was defensively sound, I felt. The power play for the Islanders? Atrocious. More passing, not enough shooting. Of course, first, they can't score goals against Washington, only off a lucky three-way carom. Against Winnipeg, they scored 4 goals. And tonight, against Edmonton, they could only find the back of the net twice, but they couldn't stop the puck from going in on their own net. Oh boy, I know it's 3 games in, but this inconsistency, it's not good. And to add one more thing about tonight, Derek Brassard, a signing I liked, was absolutely terrible tonight. Turnover after turnover after turnover. Apple turnovers, peach turnovers, grape turnovers. I don't know if those are a thing. But regardless, he must like pastries. Those must be his favorite. Speaking of food, now I'm starting to get hungry. I could really use a drink. Oh yeah. What, you're kidding me, right? What are you talking about? Which one can't I have? I can't have this? Aw, no fair. I can have this though? Alright, fine. Oh, okay, fine. It's time to dive in the stats, says the Divine Bell. These are the stats by the NHL app. The New York Islanders and the Edmonton Oilers were even with shots on goal at 27 apiece. The Islanders won more faceoffs than the Oilers, 58% to 42%. The Edmonton Oilers scored twice on their power play, while the Islanders didn't score any power play goals. Why am I not surprised? The Islanders out-hit the Oilers 19-12. The Oilers blocked more shots than the Islanders, 17-6. The Islanders had more giveaway than the Oilers, 25-14. And the Oilers had more takeaways than the Islanders, 8-7. These are the shots on goal per period of the game. In the first period, the Edmonton Oilers outshot the Islanders 13-6. Both teams were even in the second period with 11 shots, and in the third period, the Islanders outshot the Oilers 10-3. For the total amount of shots in the game, the Islanders and the Oilers were dead even at 27 shots. For the Edmonton Oilers, Mikko Koskinen stopped 25 out of 27 shots. For the New York Islanders, Semyon Varlamov stopped 15 out of 19 shots, but was later pulled in the second period in favor of Thomas Greiss, who stopped 7 out of 8 shots. So there you have it. That's the recap. Is there anything else you want to add? Oh. I can have a drink now? Oh, perfect. Is there anything else you want to say and or add? What do you mean speak properly? Use proper English. Alright, fine. Testy Bell. Oh, I'm sorry. Testy Divine Bell. Alright. Fine. I'm sorry. You happy? Good. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching the Risorto Report IELTS Recap Edition. I'm your most gracious host, and now been blessed with my presence, Greg Risorto. And I will see you after the game against the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's go, Islanders!